a mod which adds hurricanes, tornadoes, and storms into Minecraft. And in this video, I'm going to be seeing if these 4 bases can survive each one, and also showcasing how this mod works, with the strength of these 4 bases ranging from the weakest to the strongest. So enjoy the video. As you can see, I've created 4 bases right here, and I'm going to be showcasing each type of tornado, ranging from an EF0 for 50 meters wide, which is about 50 blocks at 75 miles per hour, ranging all the way to an EF5 tornado, which is 800 meters wide and 300 miles per hour. Of course, in real life, the EF rating is also based off damage, so it's not 100% accurate, but the wind speed and the size is just kind of like an estimate as to what the real life equivalent would look like. I've got a few things here so I can clear the weather and I can move stuff towards me. And at the end of the video, we're going to be testing out the EF5 tornado and trying to see if these houses can survive it. But before that, I want to explain the basics of the mod. So the client settings, these don't really matter. A lot of it's kind of complicated, but the one thing that you do probably want to activate is Edge Bleed Fix, which, as you can see, the clouds and stuff behind me, they're pretty much perfect with my outline. But if I was to turn this setting off, well, you'd see that there's like a little bit of a aura around me. Whether you want to keep it on or not, up to you. Next, we got the server configuration, which is basically just how you want to control your storms. We can make it so tornadoes, cyclones, and squalls can spawn naturally. Right now I have it off because I'd rather spawn it manually with commands, but you can enable these if you want it to spawn automatically. They'll be on by default. These are the chances of it developing. These are the default. By default, this is 2, 3, and 5, but I like to have it at this for my videos. The higher the risk curve is, the more dangerous and bigger tornadoes you get. I was confused with this because I thought the lower meant you get more common, but it doesn't. I don't think it works like that. I think the higher it is, the more riskier things get, so I just like to crank it up at 2 to have a fun experience. Storm size, however you want. I like to have my rain strength at 0.4 because 0.8 makes it kind of hard to see tornadoes. I know it might be a bit more realistic, but for me playing the game, I like to see the tornadoes a bit better, and especially for making videos, so I like to have it at 0.4. Aim at player, I like to have this on. Basically what it does is tornadoes will naturally aim towards you when they spawn. Now this isn't really realistic because obviously tornadoes won't track you in real life. That'd be kind of terrifying, but I have it on anyways because for my videos it's a bit more entertaining when the tornadoes spawn. They just come right towards me. There is an offset. Those are the main options. Everything else you don't really need to worry about. As for the items, we've got a few things. We've got a tornado sensor, which when there's a tornado nearby, it will send out a redstone output. So if you have like a redstone lamp next to it, for example, it will light up. And then we've got a tornado siren, which doesn't need any activation. It just means that when there's a tornado that spawns nearby, it will set off a loud siren. And we have an anemometer, which just measures the wind speed. This right here is a weather balloon platform. So what I can do with this is I can place a weather balloon, send it up into the air, connect it to this, and then put that on there. And as you can see, the weather balloon is going more up into the sky, and we're getting some data here on the SKUT sounding viewer. This is basically a quick explanation that I said in one of my previous videos.
The red line you see is the temperature, and the green line, humidity. The white curve is the balloon's rising or parcel path, and if the white line stays right of the red, that means the air is unstable and wants to explode upwards. The perfect fuel for a tornado. And if the red and green line are close to each other, that means the air is humid, even more fuel for storms.
And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. So now we're gonna get to the fun stuff and we're gonna start spawning in tornadoes. First tornado we got is the EF0, which from a distance doesn't really look that strong. As you can see, it's pretty weak. It doesn't have a full funnel. It could still kill you. I wouldn't recommend going into it. Nonetheless, it's pretty scary. So as we can see, this is the tornado right here. Currently the tornado is about 800 blocks away, I'd say. As you can kind of see, the closer we get to the tornado, the more it kind of rips apart the ground. This is what it looks like close up. Not that scary, just an EF0. Honestly, you could probably survive this in survival. I'm gonna be so honest. It's not that bad. Here I'm gonna spawn the EF1. This one's a bit stronger this time. I'm gonna aim this towards me. It is 75 meters wide and 100 miles per hour. You know, it's getting up there. It's kind of strong. It might destroy the bamboo house that I've made, but you wouldn't want to be without a house in front of this. I'll just say that. The weaker the tornado is, the shorter it will last. So that EF0 tornado, by the time it would have tried to come here, it probably would have died. I wonder if this EF1 tornado will be able to make its way over. I'm also going to put up the classifications. Now we're moving up to the EF2 tornado, which is definitely going to be a lot stronger. Alright, so the EF2 tornado is getting pretty close. I'm gonna go into survival. You know, we can start to see the kind of particles on the floor kind of lift up, which is kind of scary. So it definitely does feel a lot more windy. This one might actually hit us, so we're gonna have to try and see if we can survive this. Oh, this tornado is definitely quite close. As you can see, you can hear the siren, and you can see how the tornado is moving towards us, which is pretty scary. No damage on the houses so far though, but that is a pretty big and strong tornado. I would not want to be near that in real life. Alright, so the tornado should be heading towards me and my odd account here. We're gonna see if we can survive this. Oh, it's starting to pick up the stuff. Okay. Oh yeah, it's getting closer. Okay. Let's go see the damage that did. The bamboo house was pretty much completely destroyed. The wooden house got a bit of a chunk out of it. So if you had a wooden house and it scraped your house, it would probably rip off your roof and your walls and it might suck you out, but you could survive it. The stone house completely unaffected, and the netherite bunker absolutely perfect condition. Now for the EF3 tornado. This is going to be twice the size and it's going to be 150 miles per hour. So we're going to be expecting something a little bit bigger this time. This tornado is a lot bigger this time, an EF3 tornado, which is going to be quite dangerous. And I think we're going to start seeing some damage on the stone bunker, but if we don't see that much damage on the stone bunker, we're definitely going to see the wooden houses get destroyed. Sirens starting to pick up. I'm going to set off another weather balloon. So perhaps we'll see some new data. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is insane. It's starting to pick stuff up, but I guess the tornado is kind of turning into a funnel and dying here. Now that I'm spawning the tornado a bit closer, we're gonna see a bit more activity here. Oh, yeah. Oh! Oh, that thing is huge! Oh! 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 Oh, it's wraps, it's wraps, it's wraps. Hold on, hold on, hold on. No, I'm done. I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked. It's wraps. It's wraps. Oh. Okay. Stone house. Yeah, no. I mean, you could survive in a stone house, but yeah, that got kind of ripped apart. The wooden house, no, you're cooked if that past you. And this is basically non-existent, which is pretty interesting. And still, iron house, netherite roof, holding up perfectly. Not even a single block gone. But as you can see, that's, oh my god, it's literally taken all the signs. Okay. I want you guys to keep in mind that was only the EF3 tornado, which is 150 miles per hour and 200 blocks wide, with the EF5 being 2 times faster wind speeds. And on top of that, I mean, 800 blocks wide instead of 200, so I'm not confident we'll be able to. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Now I'm gonna spawn the EF4. 3, 2, 1. Holy. This is 200 miles per hour and 400 blocks wide, and it is absolutely huge. I would not want to be in front of this in a survival world. Honestly, if I saw this heading in my direction, I'd probably just leave the game. I wouldn't want to deal with this. And it's starting to get closer. Let's see, sirens going off. The wooden house is gone. It's not standing a chance. Cobblestone house, it might put up some sort of fight, but it's gonna get mostly destroyed. Hopefully the iron netherite house can survive, but wow. That is just incredible. And you know what makes this even more terrifying? The fact that these actually exist in real life. Just imagine seeing this heading towards you. Not in Minecraft, but in real life. Now, that would be terrifying. As you can see, the wooden house, yeah, no, this is gone. I'm surprised there's even a few blocks left of that. Cobblestone house, if you have a bunker, you could probably get away with it. You could probably survive in a bunker. And as for this, still nothing. Iron and netherite seems to be the GOAT for this, although it is very expensive, so I'm not looking forward to this. But anyways, time for the last tornado, EF5. If you're in a survival world, I mean, I've faced this exact tornado before in one of my videos. If you want to go watch that, it's right here. I'd recommend it. It was a really good video. And my other videos, which I've done different challenges on, like trying to survive on an island, a city, in the sky, in VR as well. I'd go check them out if you quite like this mod. And by the way I'm spawning these tornadoes is just using the /PM weather spawn command, and you can basically spawn any of these. You can spawn a tornado, you can build 2, which basically means it'll build from nothing to a tornado. So this is better for if you want a more gradual approach, but if you just want to instant tornado, you can just type in the wind speed and the width. Usually in my videos when I make data packs, I use this command build 2. You can set the stage from 0 to 2, the energy from 0 to 99, the wind speed from 0 to about 400. So on this EF5 tornado isn't even the highest miles per hour. And the width to 1000. These are the max stats that you can have a tornado get created at. This EF5 is not the strongest. That would be 1000 blocks wide, 400 miles per hour. And if you want to see how strong that is, I made a video on that trying to survive it. Here is the EF5 tornado. Yep, that is a pretty big tornado, and I would not want to be anywhere near this, honestly. This tornado can pick you up and things around it, even if it doesn't even look like it's close enough to do that. I'm gonna go in survival and you're gonna see that it's gonna start dragging me in, even though it's quite far away. This tornado also moves very quick. The stronger the tornado, the faster it can traverse, which means it can move along blocks much quicker. Right now, if this tornado was moving towards me in survival, which it is, but if I cannot escape. I could not escape this. Your best bet is just to dig down. Yep, I'm starting to get dragged in. It's almost getting to the point where I can't really escape out of the way. And now I can no longer move backwards. I can no longer move backwards now. I can't sprint. I can't do anything. I'm dead. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
These are Titans